Hey guys, Moto Miles here. I wanted to show you my other bike. This is the Qlink 250cc. This is it's also called the CF Moto Legacy 250. And I know I've gone over the Prilamana and the X22 GT, but I haven't really gone over this bike. So I'm gonna give you like a rundown about it and tell you some of the things I like about it, some of the things I don't like about it. I bought this used. This is 2011. It was made 2007 and 2011. It's sort of like CF Moto's take on what could be considered a automatic cruiser. Legacy 250, single cylinder, 4-stroke, CVT, of course, fast drive automatic belt, very deceiving. I got some saddlebags on there. Weighs about 380 pounds, so it's not a light bike. I'll tell you about a 27-foot seat height there. I put a Kropovich sort of knockoff exhaust on there because the pipe on there is so loud and obnoxious. Seats too quite well, and believe it or not, this whole thing has got some nice torque on it. There's speakers on the side here. I haven't really operated that yet, and this guy was pretty much just giving this bike away. It's got the sound system. There you go. There's a starter right there, throttle, of course, left brake, right brake. It's very cruisery looking too. Now this isn't chrome, it's some strange plastic thing. That's a little bezel for the sound right there. There's a speaker in the back with the USB, so you can do your music, you can do wireless, and that's the whole setup there as far as that. Bike is kind of on the loud side. I'm not trying to wake up the neighborhood here, but just wanted to give you guys like a rundown. I'm going to do take it out on a road test so I can give you guys an idea of what it's like on the road. All right, guys, here we go. Now, I'm not going to do the dual shot this time because it was just a pain last time because it was so out of sync that it just looked crazy. I wasn't really pleased with that, so I still got to work with. I found a way I can stagger it and edit it in so things sort of go seamless and I don't have fragmented cockpit chops. But anyway, I'm on the road with this thing, so here we go. Handles much heavier than my other bikes, of course, but has sort of like the nostalgic feel to it. The brakes tend to be, very, very responsive. Got a nice bit of pull up the hill. The guy who basically gave me this bike, I had to tune it up and had to do some things there to get it roadworthy, but he really kind of just left it in the wind, and I'm having a bunch of fun on this thing. And it's for a 250, it's really got some torque. I was quite surprised at that. So it's nice just to get around. I haven't done the highway yet. My mirrors, I'm seeing myself, I'm not seeing anything else. I don't like that. What in the world is that? Yeah, anyway, so where I live is very hilly in some areas, so we're just gonna take a sort of urban ride through here. Get everything all figured out. A little bumping bumping around here, but I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm not looking forward to not being able to ride. Oh, see me go through that stop sign? What am I doing? Oh, don't do what Moto Miles does. Sheesh. You won't see me doing that again, trust me. It's a problem with trying to edit and do all this stuff, and you want to have the best shots, and then I'm not paying attention. I'm trying to get my view here. Not paying attention. So I think the ship is going to sail. I don't think I have this figured out, but anyway. So, back to what I was saying. I think one of the things that I'm really surprised is I've met so many. Sorry, sorry. I had to stop. I'm so surprised. I meet so many people who've ridden motorcycles for years, decades, and they've never got certified. My question to them is, what happens if you get pulled over and you don't have your MSF and you're not certified? Meaning, yeah, the bike is registered, it's insured, but you don't have your Class M. What does that mean for you? Can they suspend your regular driver's license? And then, somebody getting towed. Ooh-wee. Can they suspend your regular driver's license, or how does that work? Or do you just get a ticket for operating without proper? They seem really super lenient, and I'm almost happy that I didn't know about this beforehand, because then I might have been compelled to just roll the dice. Not to say that's so irresponsible, but it just seems that they do not make it very easy for you to take this exam sometimes, and finding places that have the classes and this and that, it can be tricky, and it can end up being pretty expensive. So I guess it varies as it goes. What do we got? What is this? Ooh. I think it varies as it goes. I just thought that was interesting. And some people scoff at it. They're like, oh my gosh, you've got I never bothered to do that. I'm just like, what? Yeah, I got a gun. Oh, well, it's not registered. You registered your firearm? Haha, I don't do that. I just picked it off the street and put it in my house. All right, so that's kind of like a drastic analogy, but you know what I mean, guys. Anyways, just hoping it doesn't rain, because careful. I'll get things in order here with these mirrors, but it's dipping and ripping. I want to be straight here so you guys can see, give you the good view here. I got the chest mount. All right, there we go. All right. So we're going by the high school and down here by Ocean State Job Lot and Stop and Shop and McDonald's and everywhere else in town. Just taking it easy. They repave some areas of it, so it's nice. Nice to have that. Crunchy's chicken over there. Good chicken. Nice people there. Good Chinese over there to the left. Up there, good sushi spot. I'll tell you where the food things are. A little consignment shop where they sell bits and bobs. So, anyway, well, yeah, back at hand, I just think it's really kind of careless, because you want to, God forbid you're out and, the nosebleed section somewhere, and, your bike breaks down and you need AAA or you need a tow, and now you got to explain, and what if you had someone else on the back of it? And they don't even know. You're not certified. I don't know. It's just one of these weird things. And I don't look at it as a rite of passage or anything like that. I just look at it like, that's seems really important to do. Anyway. So, has pretty nice suspension here. Twin shocks here, so it's okay. And it's good as far as weight bearing. The seat and low, this reminds me of talking about the MSF. These reminds me of these Harley Sportsters that you take in the MSF class. You sit really low. And what's kind of nice is they have the foot paddle here that you can sort of just rest your feet on. So they're just straddling both sides. Your feet are very low. So you're very... I seldom... One thing I will say is you're not gripping the tank on this. You're just sort of seated in an almost... it's weird. When you're ever a kid and you pretend to be on a motorcycle and vroom, sit in that position, it's sort of like that. It has that upright sort of way, and you're just kind of sort of sitting there. And the handle, as far as the grips here, are really spongy. So I don't mean spongy as like there's no traction, but they're firm, but they're pliable with your fingers, I guess you could say. I don't know. I probably end up changing the CDI and do some. So I won't mess with the bore system or anything like that. I mean, I've heard people upgrading this thing to 400cc. Maybe I'll do that down the road, add some more oomph to it. But it's definitely, I love the traditional retro look. It's so funny because people don't know what it is. It's definitely in disguise. And oh, hello, Popo. Oh, shoot. It's getting a little slick out here, but it definitely has that, you know, has that nice classic look to it. But people, yeah, people, it's a head scratcher. People are not sure what's going on when you're riding around on this. And it's weird, as I noticed that there's so many variants to this Honda Helix engine. Seems like it's really popular, especially with these China bike imports. And CF Moto is now a big, you know, they've localized their motorcycle the factories and sales, you know, in the U.S., where you can get direct customer service, and they have bikes coming out of there. So it's kind of nice because you have one of the few times I've had a manual that's the size of like a phone book. Everything, they've broken down everything on this bike, so there's literally nothing you can really miss as far as having everything you need. So that's always a plus. I would say that's always a plus. You know, it's you get a bike and you know it needs some TLC. This is definitely one of those. It's not messed up where it'd be a project bike, so it's just fun, something to get around. So we'll see. I'm gonna take some trips on it and see what she can do. But yeah, I haven't even, you know, I name all my bikes, but I haven't haven't even named this bike yet. It's just I don't know what to call her. Looks mean, looks more aggressive, you know. It's got little skulls and black, and you know, definitely have all that. But we'll see. Definitely fun, and really has some nice pickup on it. And I haven't really even opened it up yet. I mean, it's definitely broken in, so I don't have to worry about sort of engaging it. And it's weird is that the odometer, speedometer, odometer, whatever you want to call it, is very limited. But I've seen other incarnations of this bike. It has a different cluster, so I was wondering, you know, I don't know really what it tops out at. The guy who told me he's got it up to 80 something. I don't know if I believe that, but you know, the guy definitely was a smaller gentleman. He's probably walking around at 155, so maybe he did, but who knows? I mean, I've flat out done some stuff on this, and I was pretty surprised. So it definitely has pickup. I would say comparable to a queued up Nibby Card X22 GT. Definitely can do something, but we'll see. Like I said, with the variant here, Honda Helix engine, but then of course this bike is about 300 something pounds. It's heavier. It's heavy like a regular cruiser, and so it has that, which I'm sure. And if you had seen the mammoth exhaust it had and the heat shield on it, the thing was gigantic. So there's definitely that. But anyway, that's about it. Oh boy, it's weather. I don't know what's going on. It kind of wants to be gorgeous out, and it kind of wants to be misty and rainy, and kind of humid and muggy and everything else. I'm trusting these tires to add air to them and have a good tread on them, so I'm not really worried about it yet. Bumpity bump, though, everywhere. But as far as that, just you know, that whole thing about bonding with the bike and getting accustomed to how it rides, getting familiar with everything, and you know, getting synced with it. That's my big thing. But yeah, and I'd like to know if in the comments, if anyone has seen this, if anyone owns this bike themselves, and maybe can give me some insight on it, because I'm discovering it myself. But looking to see if they have an air thing in here. I checked the PSI on the tire, but I don't think there's any air terminal here, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna get out of here. I am gonna get out of here. Yes, sirree, Bob. So anyway, motivated to get back home because it is dinner time, and I expected this to be a little short, just outing, and I don't want to push my luck, especially that I'm not geared up as conscientiously as I always am, and I don't want to extend that toward that type of carelessness, especially driving, around. So anyway, riding, not driving. Yeah. So anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's having a nice week. Getting right near Wednesday, midweek madness. I hope everyone's getting their traveling going, getting on the road, doing some, getting on planes, getting out there, seeing some new stuff. Treat yourself. Let your hair down if you got it. Relax. Draw and sing and create and imbibe in spirits or whatever you do, and through all these tough, turbulent times, make the best out of the times you have with family or even yourself, and doing what motivates you and drives you, and tapping into your gifts and creativity, and all that good stuff, and putting those good vibes out there, because that's important. We all need that. We all need that in our lives. One thing we don't need is traffic. Oh boy. I envy people though who live in flat areas where they don't have hills. It must be so fun to just, hills are fun when you can go down them, but they're not fun to go up. Anyway, yeah, I'm just taking it easy. I don't know if that we're going to turn the clocks back, or what if they're even going to do that this year. I'm not looking forward to it looking like midnight around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So hopefully they don't do that anytime soon. I really enjoy these longer days. It bums me out when like 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock it looks like 11 o'clock at night. So I try to take as long as we can to savor the sunshine. Savor the sunshine, my friends. Yeah. They're building a bunch of new places around here. They've got a Popeye's Chicken, and then they've got a Peking Tokyo that's like a fusion thing going on. So they've got a couple of restaurants here. But anyway, I don't know. So anyway, the manufacturer here is Qlink. Legacy 250, alright, and it's made by CF Moto, and I don't know, pick yourself up one, alright, and guys, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Be good to each other, alright, love y'all, God bless.